I'm a huge believer anytime you're teaching something, you should constantly remind the student, the person you are teaching, where you're going. Kind of big picture. You have to think at the same time macro versus micro. So I'm going to go over 7 steps to learning the guitar. I did a post, looks like this the other day. Maybe you saw this. I'm going to go over the 7 steps. The first one is get a decent sounding guitar. A lot of people think if it has 6 strings, it's a guitar and you can learn to play guitar. While that may be true, I have found this to be so true. When I used to go to kids' houses, go to teenagers, even adults, they would have a very cheap sounding guitar, and it would sound like this. And I would say, oh man, let me see that. First of all, I could rarely get it tuned, or maybe if I did get it tuned, it would stay tuned for 30 seconds max. Then even when I was the teacher, I would get it. It would sound like that. So let me emphasize this as much as I possibly can. Do I expect a beginner student to go out and spend $1,000 on a guitar? No. But many times you're not playing as good as you could because your guitar is super cheap. So that's step number 1, get a decent sounding guitar. Step number 2, make sure you tune the guitar. A lot of times guitar packages and places you buy a guitar will come with a tuner. I use an app called Guitar Tuna, Get Tuna, and you can just go through and you play the first string and it lights up green, go the next one, and so forth. You want to do that, especially as a beginner, every single time when you start out playing, because no matter how good your chords sound, if it's out of tune, it's going to sound like this. And you might be even pressing the right strings, but it's still going to sound bad. Step number 3, learn what strings to press to form a chord. A chord is just pressing certain notes together to form a chord. And then certain chords make up a song. So you would learn, for example, a G chord is the 5th string, 2nd fret, the top string of the 3rd fret, the 1st and 2nd string of the 3rd fret. You would learn what strings to press to form that chord. Step number 4, you would play that enough until your fingers get hard. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, there's really no way around this. When you are a complete beginner and you grab that guitar, it's going to hurt your fingers. So you might want to do a 5-minute session and then quit for 30 minutes, an hour, a couple hours. Come back and do another 5 minutes. You're just teaching your fingers to get hard. It has to get calloused. You'll get little lines like that right there. But at first, if I'm honest, it's going to hurt a little bit. So you should expect that. For a week or so, maybe 2-3 weeks, you're going to have a little bit of pain. You'll eventually get where they're calloused and they don't hurt at all. But it's going to take a little while. In college, I even used to teach people on an electric guitar because the strings are so easy to press. But I'm not sure what kind of guitar you have. But just kind of expect your fingers are going to hurt a little bit. Step 5 is learn what chords go together. You can't just have an E chord, then an F chord, then a C sharp minor chord, then an A chord, then a G chord, then a C. You have to know the key of a song has certain chords within that key. So you don't just play any chord to make up a song. You have to play within a certain key. That's why you'll find certain artists that you like, and they'll all use the same, usually for the most part, the same chord set, because that's the key they sing in. Step number 6 is just do down strums to get the timing of each chord. I would say probably more than anything that I ever teach online, this one probably gets the most positive feedback, because you can get caught up in the strumming, and the up strum is going to throw off your timing so bad you're going to get confused. It's going to be time for a chord change, but you're on up strum. You have to stop all the time. If you just do down strums, trust me on this, guys, when you're learning songs, you just do down strums, you'll get that timing down, and after you get more comfortable with the timing, the beat, the flow of a song, then you can add up strums. So like this. Lord of all creation, water, earth, and sky, the heavens are your tabernacle. Glory to the Lord on high. Then after you get God of wonder beyond our guess, See, once you get comfortable with it, you can stop the strings, stop and half strums, all that kind of stuff. But you want to start out with down strums to get that timing down. And step number 7, pick an easy song you know that uses 3 or 4 chords the whole song, and work on those over and over. On my website, acousticselection.com, I've got 3-chord songbooks and 4-chord songbooks. Country music, worship music, whatever you like there. You want to find a song that is very easy for the chord changes. You know, in the McCoy 4 chords, I always preach locking in the 2 bottom strings. And you kind of smile on your face, lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll care. That's the song after you finish my beginner guitar course that you can play when you say nothing at all, Keith Whitley. And you can see how easy those chord changes are because I've got the bottom 2 strings locked. And I'm just doing 2 G's, down to 2 D's, then go to this 2 C's, 2 D's. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You just find a song with very, very simple chord changes, and you can just smoothly go back and forth between there. So there's the 7 steps. Get a decent sounding guitar, learn how to tune it, learn what strings to press for a chord, play long enough so that your fingers get hard, learn what chords go together, just do down strums, and pick an easy song with 3 or 4 chords you can play. Hope it's a blessing to you guys. Check out my website, acousticselection.com. All one word, acousticselection.com. I have beginner guitar courses, I have strumming courses, I have all kinds of things on there, digital songbooks that can be a blessing on your guitar journey. I hope you can find something to help you out. Have a great day. God bless you.